Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we were at Milton Keynes, Daytona Milton Keynes, for the 4th round of the Junior Sprint League. Here we are, just waiting. So like I said, last race, if you've watched that, the carts have been upgraded. So basically, and what is the telemetry doing? Okay, it's a bit glitched, sorry about that. But anyway, the carts have been upgraded, but last time it was wet, so I didn't really get the full feeling for it. Now it's dry, so when I was driving to this race in the morning, I thought it was going to be, okay, that's definitely wet. It's absolutely, it looks really wet. But as I got closer, it was really dry, and so that's it. It's going to be a dry race today. Was not expecting that. So now it's practice/qualifying, time to learn the racetrack, and it is the link back format. So instead of going down the normal turn 6, you go very deep. So use this section. It's like the national sector, but like the opposite way around. So yeah, I'm still getting a feel for the carts. You might have seen them pull the gap. Don't worry, I'm not slower than them. Well, I might be, but don't know that yet. Coming down here, I'm wondering, it's something weird with the telemetry, and I'll tell you why. The telemetry sometimes isn't accurate when it's cold, because it said I was going like 40 miles an hour. Because it's really cold this morning, it's like 1 degree. So that's just the one problem which will affect the telemetry. Because I didn't brake that much there. You see, I'm not going 16 miles an hour into that corner, definitely not. Here I just send it up the inside. But then I don't really get the place done. Don't get the move done. And I'm going to kind of get stuck behind him for most of the laps. So I've got a good exit here. Will I go for a move? No, I won't, because there's not enough space. And look again. Still not enough. So coming around here, I go a bit deep. It's all very quick. I can feel the acceleration differences. I can just feel it. It's so much more different. But I'm kind of getting stuck behind him. So I need to make a move. I look for a move here. He goes very wide. Still can't make it happen. I felt like my car had a good top speed, but I could see that other carts had better acceleration. And here, this is when I realised that if you go off the racing line, there's no more grip. So you have to stay on the racing line, because otherwise you're going to lose all senses of grip. So that's unfortunate. But anyway, it's just qualifying. At least I just don't want to get stuck behind them. That's the only thing. So they're both battling ahead, like it's the middle of the race, but it is, I guess, fun to do. I guess I'm gonna stay behind Charlie here, and he's just going to cut back in, and yeah, it's basically like a three car slipstream train or something. So something like that. He goes for an absolute bomb. He locks up like crazy. He goes for an absolute bomb, and I don't even know what he's doing. And this is when I realised that okay, maybe he might be a bit aggressive. Charlie goes back again for another overtake. They're going to be side by side, and coming into the first corner, don't know what happens. Kind of bump him in the back. He's going to point me through for some reason. Don't know why. Might have thought that I was quicker than him. Okay. Coming down into here, it's really, you can hear the tyres screeching. This isn't normal. They actually changed the tyres as well. So it's not normal. I don't normally hear the tyres screech. And so that's interesting. It's something new. Okay, just looking over my shoulder, checking if he's behind me. Into this braking zone. I'm still experimenting. How late should I brake? Getting close to that tyre barrier. The thing with this track layout, it tightens up at the end, so it's not just like a normal hairpin. I understand. It's really bumpy on that exit there. You can see there's like a rumble strip, but then it's like track. But now I'm stuck back behind this driver ahead, so he's gonna lock up badly. I'm just kind of going to the back of him, and he still gets a better exit than me. But I'm gonna have slipstream, and I have the power of my cart's top speed. So we're going to get back ahead. So let's see what happens. I'm on the left. I've got the move done. I don't think he's going to get back ahead of me. No, he won't. So now we've got some breathing room. Let's try and get some lap times in. So come around this final corner. This is the first time we can actually put in a real lap time. So let's see what we can do. In the first corner, flat out, obviously. Get onto that curb, pull to the right. Brake, slam on the brakes, you have to turn your car fully, so like you're drifting sideways. into this corner as well. It's downhill, you lose a bit of grip and then you just kind of regain it mid-corner, and it's very bouncy, especially with the new tyres. This corner, get like a middle apex on that corner and don't go close to that second apex. Pull out to the exit, pull out wide. Here, I did not start braking that early, it's just the telemetry. Brake, like when both your front wheels are over that white line, which is the white line just when you're supposed to go into turn 6. So it's just, you brake there, that's my reference marker. Coming down here, it's all flat out. I normally use this curb on the left, just to pull me around. Brake with that crack in the road starts a bit later, normally a bit later. But now we're going down the back straight, it's a bit uphill, and then as you start going just flat, you're gonna gain a lot of speed. My GoPro is just not really understanding telemetry. Like, I don't brake that early. It's just a bit, yeah, I've said it a few times, it's cold, so just sometimes it's not that accurate, okay? Around this corner, that curb on the inside, it's good to use, but it is a bit bumpy. It's not very straight, not very flat, so it's not good to like go right over it because you will sacrifice on exit speed. This is chicane. I love this corner, it's just lovely, except I don't like the bounciness. It's kind of killing my hands. It's not very comfortable. You can see there, it's just not the most pleasant thing. I've still got some good lap times in, and I'm actually kind of surprised Blake Southern hasn't come in, like overtaken everyone. He probably starts at the back of the grid or something. That's what I imagine, because he's normally getting to the front instantly. He's really quick, so that's what normally happens. But I'm not, Charlie ahead, he's not pulling that much away from me, so I'm kind of still staying with him. Yeah, maybe he's pulling a bit away, but nobody's actually tried to go on a dive. Nobody's tried to dive bomb me yet, so that's nice. Lock up a bit there. Don't get the best exit speed. But as I say, I'm still learning this track. On the GoPro, I don't see someone on my inside. I don't remember someone being on my inside, so there probably isn't. But you can see now the GoPro is a bit better. It's still not saying that I'm braking 5 miles before the corner, so that's good. Now let's skip to a bit later on. So here we are, coming down the back straight a few laps later, and you know how I told you earlier about how Blake wasn't behind me, or wasn't overtaking me? Yeah, well, there he is. He is right on my tail, and yeah, he's caught up from the back of the grid, all the way to here. And just as I start this lap, let's see what I do here. This is my fastest lap. Come around here, all the way flat out. So just remember that 41 miles an hour. That's how quick I was just before the chicane. Come around here, flat out. Down here, just lose all sense of grip. It's downhill. It almost feels like you're mid-air. It's interesting. Come around here, brake just as the end of the curb on the left ends. Really clean through there. You might see just half the wheels, just I'm looking a bit to the left. Brake just as both tight, just as your whole car kind of crosses that white line. And you can see where Charlie is. He's still there, so he hasn't pulled away. We've actually kind of gained on him. We actually have kind of gained on him. So this lap here is where I try and go over that whole curb, pulls you around. Use that curb. You have to maximise your exit speed for this next corner, for the back straight. It's vital. Coming down here using human DRS. I'm 43 miles an hour. That's not my actual top speed. It's not the fastest I've ever gone. Brake like just a bit after that rumble strip starts. Clean through that corner, and Blake just locked up a bit just at the end of that, just at turn 10. But now we've actually, you might not see it, but we are top of the table, so we're in first. If the session ended now, we would have started for pole position, which is something I've never done before. I've never actually started on the front row. But now, this whole lap here isn't my quickest, but Blake and Charlie will get their fastest laps in the final lap. So, it is a bit annoying, but it's only fair, because without this lap, Blake would have started fourth, actually. Fourth, which isn't really normal, because he had a lot of overtaking to do, let's say. And that's why he didn't get that far up the grid. As you go around this corner, I know it's the final lap. I'm trying to push hard. Charlie's already caught up to Jacob, his brother. He's caught up already, so this is one of the fast laps for him. Coming down the back straight, I'm checking. Blake's on my tail. He was far behind. He had like a second gap after he locked up, but now he's caught it all back up. All the time is literally he's on my tail. I don't want to ruin his lap, but he's not right on my tail, but he pretty much is. So he's caught up all the way. Now final corner. Here we go. Checkered flag. Here we are. So that's the end of qualifying. So we're just going to skip all the way to the back straight. So we're just going to park it up right here on the yellow flags. We have to wait on the back straight, and then he calls us up. And that's Blake just there. He was right behind me. But now we're just going to skip a bit later on. So he's just going to come back, and he's going to point Blake through pole position. Second, which isn't a really good place to start, to be honest, because you're on the outside. So that's going to be Charlie. And then, wait a minute, me? I thought Jacob was going to be third. That's why it's either Charlie or Jacob in third and second. So if I'm in third, then he's got to be in fourth then. Going through this really tight chicane there. Tyrone keeping it slow. I haven't checked behind me yet. We're going to go very slowly. 30 miles an hour. I guess it's really slow. And we're just going to line it up on the grid here. But in actual fact, Max Lindgren is behind me. You might have seen him in the previous race, but Jacob is starting all the way at the back of the grid. So that's interesting. He always had a problem with his engine. That's why he was going much slower. But I guess that's just annoying. But 5 lights, and away we go. Blake does not get the best start, and yeah, you can see him angry at his engine. Don't blame him. He didn't. His engine had not the best. Didn't have the best acceleration. I see that with most of the karts. Now, and Charlie's into first, which is first for him, I guess. This season, at least. So now Blake's there. He's telling us to work together, and so we're not going to fight. We're going to try and we're not going to let Charlie just break away, because qualifying was very close. They were separated by a few hundredths of a second, so it was really close. Blake's already got a really good exit speed as he comes out that corner. He's all over him. He's gonna look for a move. I'm kind of watching from behind. I'm kind of a spectator in this. Come down the hill. He's checking around his shoulder. 42 miles an hour down the hill. That's something new. And down the back straight we go. He's got a good exit speed. He's gonna look for the inside, but it's not gonna be there. I'm just gonna take the slipstream. So as we go for the first time around here, Blake's actually gonna lock up just a bit. I'm gonna go into the back of him, kind of bump him forwards a bit, but the person behind me is not gonna help, and they're gonna be on my right here. So I'm gonna have to defend them off, which has caused me to lose a bunch of time to the drivers ahead, so that's not good at all. So don't want that to happen again. There's going to be people all over me now, because there's a train behind me. Coming around here into this corner, there's someone who just sends it up the inside, bumps me out the way, and just decides to think I'm not even there. So if you see how much time we've lost, I'm going to try and go up the inside, but because of my lack of acceleration, and because he has slipstream, I guess, I'm not going to do anything. He keeps checking to look at me, but I'm going to send it up the inside, but lock up. And then he's going to get stuck behind, so I'm just going to bump him. And now Cooper West is coming through. I'm going to pick someone. I'm going to go for this guy who, over to me, I'm just going to bump him forwards, help him get out of the corner. But now, okay, so I've lost my gap to the leaders, but now I'm in 5th, which I'm pissed. I don't want that to happen. Using my human DRS, I need to push. I need to overtake these guys as soon as possible. Cooper West is going to go up the inside before even the corner starts. He's going to get a really good exit. But then Charlie has spun round, so this basically tells me if I didn't get held up, I would have come second. So, because Blake's already gone. If I stayed with Blake, which I might have, I might not have, so probably wouldn't have. But now it's only like if I didn't get bumped out the side just at this corner 1 lap earlier. If that didn't happen, I might have come second. I might have won. Probably wouldn't have won, but yeah. at least a podium, another one. So they've pulled a little bit of a gap, the top 3. I need to close that down, I need to get past. But now I've got a chance, if I overtake all of them, to get second. So I'm obviously not going to win, unless Blake, I don't know, he has an engine problem, or he horrifically enters the shadow realm and goes underneath the tyre barrier. If any of those things don't happen, then I don't have a chance. And nobody does. So it's safe to say he's probably going to win this race. So now it's just up to fight for second place. For now it's a battle for second place. I still haven't looked behind me that much to check if there's someone behind me. But I know there's going to be a train. But I'm going to try to separate that gap. I don't want to get pressured behind even more. But now as Cooper and Charlie are battling, and I'm going to bump this person ahead again. He's kind of not that strong through turn 10, I've realised that now. But he's a quick driver. He actually won Season 2 of Junior Sprint League in 2023, so last year, Season 2. He is the champion, but now that everybody else has come in, I don't think that's going to happen anymore. Coming around here, so now I've caught up a lot. There's a 4-cart train now. And there's yellow flag there, so no overtaking. But anyway, so I need to get past them. I need to pressure him into a mistake. I'm scared he's going to brake really early, then I'm going to go to the back of him. There's a yellow flag there. Someone hit the barrier horrifically. And I'm like, okay, Blake might have gone on the barrier, but it's definitely not him. And there's a marshal there, bravely on the track, fixing the barrier whilst this cart's flying around. Well done for having the bravery to do that. I wouldn't have done that because I think I was going to get run over. I don't trust 12 to 13-year-old, or 14-year-old, I guess, kids driving around at 40 miles an hour. So, but now they've pulled a gap a bit. It's still a bit of a gap. I will close it down. There's strong points. For example, here you can see how much I gain through turn 10. I'm really strong through there. It is my speciality, you could say. But except if it's in the way. If it's in the way, then just no. And around here, okay, start of new lap. I'm trying to close it down. That's just my main progress there. Charlie hasn't been pulling away. He hasn't been running away with it, and neither has anyone else. But I am closing down on them through a few sections. What I want now is them to fight. I can catch up, take the position, and there we go. Job done. I'm gonna have to pick them out one by one. So I don't want them pulling away like this. I can't speak. I want them to be side by side, battling it out, so that I can catch up. It's not looking like that's gonna happen. So it's a problem. So the moment I see someone checking behind their shoulder, I know that they know I'm there. They're gonna be under pressure. So now that I've caught up, Charlie has pulled a gap a bit, but I need to get past now. Don't get the best exit. Like I said, my acceleration is not the best. It's good, but not the best. It's not like Jacob's kart, who, at the beginning of practice, it was okay, but then to the end, it just didn't work. So now, you can see I've closed the gap now. I'm right on his tail. I need to make an overtake soon. Let's see if it's going to happen. We're all kind of not fighting that much, which is good. I know we're not going to close down Blake, but it does mean that any cart behind us, if there is a train behind, they're not going to... Then if they're fighting behind, then they're not going to be able to catch us, and that's good for us because we could, in the final few stages of the race, we could have our own few battles and I guess battle it out for second. But now you can see I'm kind of all over him, or side by side for a moment there. That's all I need to do. Pressure, pressure, pressure. He's going to make a mistake at one point. He goes very wide through there, and now he's going to leave me space. Thanks for doing that. And then I'm going to go for an absolute switchback. I'm going to get the exit speed. That's a lovely move. And now I'm up into fourth. Yes, fourth. So now that I've done that, all I need to do now is not get bumped in the arse. And now go very wide. So that is not good. That's not good at all. So now we're going to tell them to work together. But after doing that, I'm not happy. After butchering me on the second lap actually, and after losing that whole gap we've just made up, I'm not happy. So not only that I was getting stuck behind him, but now he's leading the work together pack, so I just have to help him. If I'm going to go for an overtake and take the role as leader, let's call it that, I'm going to have to go for a move in a place that doesn't lose his time. So I'm not going to do what he did and just send it up the inside, because then we're just going to battle it out and we're going to have no chance of either of us getting a podium. So I just need to catch up and get the move done. Coming down here, it's all normal. I'm not going to go for a move. He still goes wide. I bump him forwards. Hurry up. I'm still telling you, I'm just kind of pointing forwards there. Don't look behind you. I'm not going to go for a move. I'm kind of helping you by bumping you if you go deep. People don't really understand that. They understand it. It's just annoying when you're getting bumped, because it just means like, oh no, I'm going slowly. The guy behind us is going faster. But here I've got a lovely run. This is what I was talking about. Go for a move where it's not going to be distracting, I guess. It's not going to lose us time. I'm up the inside. I'm clear of him. But then, as I turn into the corner, oh my life just flashed before my eyes. What has happened there? Let's take a replay of that. So coming down here in slow motion, I turn in. He obviously locks up, takes me out. My car goes midair, and if you can see in the external view, one of the cart's tires goes flying. So that's not good at all. I've just lost another 3 positions. I was ahead of him, takes me out, but luckily, instead of him taking the risk of getting a 3-position penalty, he lets me back pass. But it still doesn't matter. He's lost me the chance to get 2nd place, the chance to get 3rd and 2nd after that, because he kind of bumped me, and then before we decided to work together, and now he's pretty much just taking me out for the rest of the race. I cannot do anything. I've no chance of getting 2nd or 3rd unless I go rocket speed mode, which I'm not Lewis Hamilton, I'm not Max Verstappen. But anyway, this is the chase. So you can see how far the cars ahead is. I need to chase him down. Get the overtake move done. I've already gained on him just through 1 corner, so now I'm around a 2nd. Let's just count a bit. Once he gets to the passing over that board, so around 2 seconds behind him, 1.5, 2 seconds. That's why I need to catch up in the next, let's say, 7 minutes, or 7, I can't remember how many laps there are left. Let's just see on the board now as we go past. There's a timer there, which is really helpful. 14 minutes left. 14 minutes to get 1. But there's actually another person who overtook me as well after the crash. So I have to make 2 positions in 14 minutes. And let's just say he's very far away. Don't think I'm really going to catch him. But anyway, let's see. I've already gained on him a lot. You can see the difference now, how close I am. I'm almost in overtaking zone. But what I do a mistake there, where I go off the racing line, and because I was saying how in the morning, how it looked where there's greasy patches where there's not the racing line. Off the racing line, you're done. You're just done. You lose all senses of grip. It's almost like you're driving in the wet. So that's not good. So good at exit here. I'm still not in striking distance, but I think I can make a move in the next 13 minutes. So coming around here, I've gained on him so much into the braking zone. I'm on his bumper now. I'm ready to make an overtake, but only time will tell if I do or if I have another crash again, like the last race in qualifying. Yeah, he spun out ahead of me, and I kind of T-boned him because he spun out on the wet line. He's defending a lot off me. I'm kind of screaming in my helmet. Well, not screaming, but I'm saying to myself, stop defending. I'm kind of annoyed here. After everything, I'm really heated. When I look back at this, it's not that big of a problem, only because I know something. And you're about to find out. So he's defending me here, covering me off. I'm going to fake it to the left, to the right, go to the left. He's going to be on the inside. It's terrible being on the inside there. Locks up, makes a mistake, and we're past. So it's really easy to make overtakes when you're just forcing another driver into a mistake. I don't have time to dawdle. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for him to just make a mistake at one point, or just for a gap to open. No, I need to be aggressive. I need to like force him to the inside. He locks up, kind of pressured him there. There's no time to mess around. Just get the move done. And now, so how was I saying? So he's just there. The driver I was talking about, Max Lingren, he qualified 4th, just behind me. And yeah, he's just there. So we need to get past him. We need to catch up to him first. So let's skip to that. So now this is around a minute later, and you can see he's right there. I've caught up a lot in the last minute, so that's around a lap. So in the last lap, I've caught him up. So I've gained around a second on him. So if I do that every lap, so that would be definitely possible for an overtake. Now I'm thinking, oh, it's impossible for me to get Charlie and Cooper in 2nd and 3rd. I've had my chance. It got robbed. My chance got robbed, and just like that, I can tick that as the 3rd time I've been robbed of a podium. If you're wondering when the 1st or when the 2nd time was, because I got robbed of a podium in my 1st race when I got the penalty. So last season I was just behind Charlie in the 4th round of season 3. This wasn't a real clip. This was before. You actually watch it as a short, and I spun out, and I was about to get. And even if I did spin out, I still had a chance of getting 3rd because Charlie was in 2nd. So if I didn't spin out, I might have had a chance of getting 2nd. But anyway, I overtook most people, some people, and then I kind of just got stuck behind Jacob. He was defending, and then someone got past, almost like a through goes Hamilton. But that happened twice, and I ended up coming 5th. And yeah, it wasn't the best race, but it obviously had a lot of action in it. That was also the race where I hit that double overtake. I think you've seen the clip, some of you have, but it was a lovely overtake. I did kind of bump the driver I was overtaking, but anyway, it was almost like a Daniel Ricciardo, but with 2 drivers instead of 3. Anyway, back to this race. I've caught up immensely. I'm on his tail. I'm a few tenths behind. So let's see if I can make a move. Obviously, I'm not going to do it this lap unless he makes a mistake at this corner. I'm still going to get a good exit, because I'm light. First thing, I'm gaining on him a lot. Looks like his car doesn't have good acceleration either, or he just didn't get that good of an exit. He stays very tight through that corner. I gain a lot on him through the braking zone. That's what I was saying when I was on about how this is my strong point. Could understand a bit now why. I'm gonna get side by side on him. I'm gonna jump a bit forwards, but it's not gonna be enough to get past. But now into here, I'm still pressuring him, sliding a bit through there, trying to get a good exit. I'm still on the back of him through this corner. You can see how low my camera is now, just to understand how the wheel is placed. It got lifted a bit. I'll ask next time how to put it down and stuff. But I'm still on his tail. He's looking behind. He's under pressure. He's not going to make a mistake through here. Getting good exit there. That was a great corner from him. But I'm still on his tail with around 5 minutes left to go of the race. I'm going to get really close to him here, almost side by side. I'm going to try and go for it, but I realise if I go side by side, it's a bit too much. I'm just going to get a small overlap, and there's a risk I spin him out. So let's just not go for anything too crazy. There's no need using that human DRS. I'm going to look for the inside there on the left. I'm going to look for a move, but he's just going to cut me off. He's defending very well, almost like how I did to him on my first race back in season 2. So he was trying to get ahead, and I was defending for like this, but I was defending pretty much the whole race. Not the whole race, but he never got past me. But this time, going into this corner, get a good exit. He goes very deep. The kart was unsettled after he goes over the curb. And now that is 4th position. So that will be good. I'm up into 4th with a few minutes left, around 2 minutes. So I've worked my way up back from 7th all the way up to 4th, and now it's just a hunt to see if I can try and get close to Charlie and Cooper, but I know I'm not going to be able to do that. They're both very quick. So let's see if I can close down the gap. I don't even see them. Don't know where they are. But yeah, we can at least try through these are the closing stages of the race, going down the back straight. My hands are freezing, it's very cold. Luckily the sun came out just at the start of the race. That's one of the good sides. Come around this corner, it's really bouncy, it's like, doesn't feel right, but I'm actually just lifting up the inside rear wheel. The inside rear? Yeah, inside rear wheel. That's what I'm trying to do at least, don't even know. We're going over the line. This is the last lap of the race. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get ahead of them. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. They don't even see them. If I had more time, I might have had a chance to catch back up, because what I saw is I caught up so much to them. So before I got spun out, so I was around 5 seconds behind them. Around 5 or 6. Can't really remember. Don't know where, because can't really tell, because we were kind of battling it out with the other driver. But we've been able to close down from around 16 seconds back from them. We've been able to close down to around 8. So 8 seconds I've gained. Maybe not 8. I don't even know how far behind I was. But I've managed to catch back up so much. Maybe you can see them later on the clip. So just here, trying to look. Yeah, they're just there. That's where they are. So I've managed to catch up so much that if we had a few more laps, I might have had a chance to get them both. But sadly, that's not going to happen today. I'm still going to get a strong finish at 4th place. And now we're just going to skip as we go back into the pits. And it was a lovely race, lots of action packed, unlike the other races, which was basically me getting a good start and finishing the race. But this time it's been a lot of action, a big crash and a great recovery. So that will be the end of the video for today. Remember to like and subscribe for more karting content. And in the comments, write down any karting tracks you want me to go to. I'm happy to see any recommendations, because I'm kind of stuck with Daytona for now in terms of championships, just because of it's kind of close. I could go to Sandown Park. I really want to go to Sandown Park one day. I would love to. It's a really nice track. And yeah, that'll be all for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.
On the first half of the race, but overall it was...
Did you knock off or something? Did you knock off?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
There we go.